Hello everyone, Luke here with lifelabs.ai. In this video, I'm going to be talking about red light therapy, why we love it so much, and what it can do for your health. I am taking on new clients right now, so if you're interested in doing a new program, please email me, lukepryor@protonmail.com, and there'll be a link down below to my phone number and my email if you are interested in doing hair mineral analysis and doing a program under me. Okay, let's go ahead and get started and talk about red light therapy. So, red light therapy. First of all, you may have noticed that it's just been starting to gain more like mainstream acceptance, but notice it really a lot in athletes, some of the health gurus on Twitter, a lot of football players. Okay, so football players, they get paid millions of dollars to upkeep their body, and I've been noticing several football players talk about how red light therapy is helping them recover from practices quicker, and become less injury prone, and just things like that. Okay. This happens a lot with health sciences. Sort of the frontiers get pushed to athletics first, just because they're billion-dollar enterprises, and these athletes are making millions of dollars to basically heal from injuries quicker, be better, faster, stronger, if that makes sense, okay? So that's a good thing. So the most common thing that you see with red light therapy, the most common method is the LED strips, okay? The LED strips, and those are good. Okay, we also like near infrared sauna therapy on this channel in our healing programs. The LED strips don't give you all the benefits of a sauna sort of experience. You're not sweating through the skin, you're not getting that heat, that fever response, you're not fighting infections like you do in a sauna. But the LED strips are the sort of the mainstream vanilla, what you can buy on Amazon, pretty cheap, and they're becoming the most popular ones. They're just basically strips of LEDs that you plug into your living space, okay, and then they shine the light. So why is red light therapy so powerful, and why is it becoming more prevalent? First of all, it's cheap, okay, relatively, okay? So it's cheap and effective. And we love cheap, effective things, right? I would like to think that the programs that we offer, the hair mineral testing programs, are cheap and effective, okay? Because a lot of health things, although they're powerful, are very expensive, okay? Things like stem cell therapy, for example. Stem cell therapy is great, and for most people, it's out of their price range, okay? And there's other things that I can list off that are quite expensive. So we're always looking for things that are cheap and effective, right? A set of LED strips, I don't know how much they go for on Amazon, but, I would say a lot of them are less than $100. LEDs are very cheap to manufacture nowadays. They've been really refined. So it's very cheap and effective, okay? That's something that we're always looking for in our healing modalities, okay? Adding anything that's cheap and effective and really helps people feel better, okay? So it's cheap and effective. Also, it's the environment that we live in today, partially why it's so powerful, okay? So we're not as outdoors as we used to be. That's part of the reason. And our environment is very blue light centric, okay? So our environment is blue light centric, and that's phones, computers, lighting, okay? Basically any sort of light, any source of light in modern society is shifted towards the blue and the white, okay? So we're not getting as much of that red light as we used to, and we're also we're in artificial environments that exacerbate the problem, okay? So red light is in sunlight, okay? So if you're not being exposed to enough sunlight, you're gonna be red light deficient, okay? That's important because it's important to understand why our environment makes us feel the way that we do, okay? So an example is SADS, or seasonal affective disorder. I think it's called SADS. But what SADS is like, people generally feel worse when they're not getting enough sunlight, okay? The reason for this is because sunlight, it helps heat up the body. Most people's body temperature is too low. That's one reason why we like sauna therapy. And, most people are vitamin D deficient. Okay, and so when it's winter time and you're especially not outside, you're spending even more time inside than you're used to, you're not getting exposed to those red lights, you're not getting exposed to the sun rays that help stimulate vitamin D production in your body, and your mood suffers, your immune system suffers, your well-being suffers, okay? So part of it is definitely environment. Okay, we are red light deficient, okay? And so it's important to think of red light as a nutrient. Okay, so I haven't heard many people actually describe it as this. But this is probably the most important, powerful concept that you need to kind of grasp. So we need a lot of nutrients, right? We need vitamin D, was one we talked about. All sorts of vitamins, right? We need vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. We also need minerals, okay? We do hair mineral analysis on this channel. So we show people what minerals they need, okay? People need zinc, they might need copper, selenium. They also need macronutrients, right? They need a certain amount of proteins, carbs, fats. So there's all sorts of nutrients that people need, okay? And it's an important concept that you understand that red light is one of these nutrients, okay? And that's a very powerful concept. And so you need to be dosing it in certain dosages every day, just like you need to be dosing vitamins and minerals, eating healthy, getting enough exercise and stuff like that. It's actually a nutrient, okay? And there's some interesting studies on this. If I remember, I will include them down below. So you have something in your body called mitochondria. Okay, you have something in your body called mitochondria. And these are like the power stations in your body, right? They are, they're what's responsible for producing what's called ATP in your body. This is basically the main energy mechanism of your body. I won't go into the chemistry too much, but your mitochondria are responsible for creating energy in your body, okay? And if your mitochondria are healthy, that's going to help overall health. And they've done studies where what they do is they take the mitochondria and they expose them to red light. Okay, and then they've noticed that the mitochondria will actually increase their ATP production, okay? And so you can think of ATP production like overall energy production. If your mitochondria are producing more ATP, you're going to be having more thyroid hormones, more adrenal hormones. In men, it'd be higher testosterone levels, just general more energy, better digestion, etc., etc., etc. Your mitochondria are really like a base level sort of energy production system in your body, okay? And if your mitochondria aren't healthy, they're not getting the nutrients they need to produce ATP, then you're not going to be healthy, okay? And in the study, like I said, they exposed a certain frequency of red light to the mitochondria, and they noticed a significant increase in ATP production in the mitochondria, okay? So we know through science that actually this red light is important, okay? And like I said, if I remember down below, I'll put an actual link to the study. Okay, so we can use science. It's not just some sort of woo-woo thing. Oh, we need red light. No, there's actually scientific studies that show that red light helps stimulate ATP production. In men, it helps raise testosterone. It helps your your soft tissues be more supple. So it's going to make you more flexible, and it's going to improve overall mood and vitamin D production, all these sort of things, okay? And we live in an environment, especially today's world, where we're void of red light therapy. Just like we're void of all these different nutrients that we talked about. We're not getting enough vitamin D, we're not getting enough zinc, we're not getting enough selenium, we're not getting enough all of these, we're not getting enough of all these nutrients in our bodies, and one of them is red light, okay? And to a certain extent, we are energy beings, okay? And we are receiving, information all the time, and the light that we're getting helps stimulate certain things, just like vitamin D production. But it's not just that. That's just the most common thing, that we can study is, are people getting enough sunlight to produce vitamin D, and what are their vitamin D levels in their blood? But there's all sorts of different hormones, and your DNA activates in certain ways when you're exposed to enough red light. And there's things that we will discover in the future that we haven't discovered yet, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the video. In summary, we love red light therapy, okay? It's cheap and effective. Our environment's very void of red light today. Our environment's more shifted towards the blue light, more towards the white. And red light is a nutrient that we all need, okay? And it's very, very positive, actually, that more people are taking health into their own hands, and they're starting to research ways to become healthier, because people are noticing that testosterone levels are dropping in men, and they're wondering why and how they can help that. And diet, exercise are becoming, I think, more prevalent, as the medical system is kind of failing people in a lot of ways. a lot of ways people are sicker than they've ever been. You know, if you look at cancer rates, ADHD, autism, all these sorts of things in modern humans are becoming worse and worse, and people are starting to look for answers. And red light therapy is one that's becoming more mainstream, and I'm very happy for that. Okay, and the technology, I think, will improve. Like I said, the LED strips are the most common, but if you want to search this YouTube channel, or maybe down below or like in one of the pop-ups, I'll put a link to sauna therapy where I talk about sauna therapy. Sauna therapy is much more powerful because you're actually heating up the body along with the red lights, okay? But the LED strips are obviously better than nothing. And it really helps your mitochondria and ATP production, okay? And so we can use science, like I said, to basically conclude that, you know, red light stimulation is a powerful nutrient for the body, and you're going to improve your overall energy levels. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later.